Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. How is everyone doing tonight? All right, guys. So I know y'all been hearing the news. Y'all been hearing the news about Melanie Shari. She won her case with Martell Holt. So I told you I was gonna come back tonight and talk to y'all about it. But I know some people have already got it all over YouTube. Um, But y'all know how I give my commentary. I want to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it in a different way and give y'all my point of views. Also, I'm gonna bring the court documentations up here so you guys can take a look at it with me. All right, let's see here. Hello, Linda Gamble, my mod. Thank you so much for coming over here and getting my channel together for me. Let me put my banners up. Yeah, because it's a whole lot of. Okay, guys, I gotta wait for the 10-minute mark. I was getting ready to start cussing already. All right, guys, y'all know it's a whole lot of shit going on over here on YouTube. Some people act like they're not happy that Melody won custody. Some people saying, "Oh, she didn't win full custody. Oh, she won partial custody." Are you reading the court documentations correctly? What part are y'all missing out of there? Now I know everybody does not have the court documentation, and they just going off of what other people have said or other content creators have said. That that's not true. Mel has full custody of her kids. Okay, and I'm gonna bring the court documentations up here so y'all can see that she has full custody of her kids. Okay, now we know that they're gonna give the father some type of visitation. Okay, but it seems like some people are happy for Melanie that she got full custody. Some people are not happy. And I just can't understand it for the life of me. These people, these women on these YouTube streets are terrible. Some of these content creators are terrible. Now, if you don't like the lady, why you report on her? Because it seems like when you report on her, you're trying to try to flip it like Martell still has the same custody when we know that's not the fuck. It's not true. So I'm not understanding. Now I know as content creators, we have to report the things that come out. That's fine, but tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. And why would anybody want a man to have their kids and you seen what the guardian light put in the paperwork? I got blind. What the hell is the problem here? Some of these people, I don't know. Some of these women, I don't know. We got more pick Mishas on that are content creators than I've ever seen in my life. I ain't never seen nothing like it. That some of these women are just desperate for men. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. If you're gonna tell something, tell the truth. Tell the truth. They don't care if Martell was out there in the damn box and had the kids. They don't give a shit. They still gonna be rooting for Martell. They don't care. Now I'm not saying Melanie is perfect by any chance. We all got flaws. I got flaws. You got flaws. So y'all just want her to keep on rolling over and taking it. I mean, I don't know what to say, y'all. I get upset because they be making me angry by just the stuff that they do. Some of these people, I don't know, y'all. Some of these people, they are just ridiculous. Some of these women, I'm not gonna say all, but some of these women are just pitiful. They're pitiful. To set up here and want another woman to suffer, her and her kids. Who does that? It's just pitiful. All right, guys, let me see who all up is. Let me see who's in this chat here. All right, as you guys come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Y'all can subscribe to the channel, both channels, Drop the Tea and Drop the Tea 2.0. Let me see. You can support the channel by the way of a super sticker or super chat. You can join or give memberships. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. Hello, Rabbits Running. Hello, Linnell Silver. Hello, Audrey. Hello, Jam. Hello, Lorcy Jones, my tea sipper. You said where I've been. I've been here. I've just been out here just looking at all these other content creators, just seeing what they've been saying and just shaking my head. Hello, Care Bear. Hello, Mary Willis. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Sweet Tea. Hello, Bernice. Hello, Paula. You said I was just on another CC's live and the Bush is watching Tea Talk Windmill. Yeah, we got to be out here windmilling because some of these people it's deep. I'm telling y'all, these women content creators, baby, they probably hoping that Martell to give them a time of day because they be windmilling for Martell, baby. Let me see. Hello, Martin01. Hello, Butter Rum. Hello, Paper Chase, my tea sipper. I'm, you know what? I do try to go to other content creators' page and just show some love, give them a like. But some of these people, I'm gonna stop going on their page. I'm for the unsubscribe to them because these people are just evil. They not no girls. They pick niches. Some of these people I'm for the unsubscribe to. I can't do it. Hello, Pat. Hello. You said, Mary said, I feel for a male shaking my head. God is with her. Yes, because honey, with enemies like this, honey, you gotta stay prayed up. Hello, whatever happened to baby Jane? Hello, Latrice. Guess who else is in here? Hello, Helen. Who else is in here? Some of these people on YouTube are just diabolical and evil for no good reason. It is disturbing. Yes, it's disturbing. Hello, Ray Mail, my tea sipper. You said Tea Talk was windmilling for herself. Okay. All right, guys. Yes, F those haters. It's just disgusting, y'all. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It is disgusting how some of these women, baby, if Martell would give them the time of day, they would be with him. I believe half of them would take care of him. Because, baby, the way they be out here windmilling for him, maybe some of these women don't have kids or something. Maybe that's it too. Because they be out here windmilling for Martell, baby. They don't want to say Melody won nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing. They don't want to hear that Melody won nothing. Now, yesterday it was a quiet as a church mouse. Today, boom. Even the people that don't even F with her like that. It's just bad, y'all. You said some of the CCs, I am shocked they never did like mail. A lot of them, they didn't like mail. No, no, that's what they do. I think they just said they were millimeters so they could get Melody supporters and the millimeters over to their channel. That's my thing. Allegedly, I'm just gonna say allegedly. These are some sick people. These women are sick. I ain't never seen so many women harder for a man in my life. Baby, let me see if I'm past it. Okay, I'm past the 10-minute mark. The shit that I done heard on some of these content creators page is just sickening. It's sick. It is sick. Just sick, y'all. All right, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over to my channel. Let's get the housekeeping out the way. All things said are alleged, and in my very own opinion, it's for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any music or any clip that you may see on my channel. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, and then Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 is here on the screen. Fair use, fair use. Also, the copyright is also in the chat of 1976. Fair use, fair use, fair use. 1 second here, guys. All right, welcome, 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 everyone. Now, I do want to tell you I might have to get off live, but I still wanted to come on here. But I'm gonna come back on here if I have to get off. So if I have to get off here abruptly, please come back when I come back because I have my daughter is out here at the movies and she's supposed to call me when she's ready. But I said, since I'm not doing that, I'm just going to go live. But if I get off live for like an hour or so, believe me, I'm coming back on because y'all know I'm going to be over here about 9:45 or 10 o'clock. All right, guys. So let's pull up the court documents here. Let's pull them on up. Let's pull them up. Let's pull them up. Let's get this party started here. Because, baby, I'm always going to be windmilling for Mel, baby, and cheering her on. I don't switch up on people. Because some of these people switch up on people like they changing clothes, baby. They room for that ball, the ball hit the motherfucker in the corner. Him in the mud. Look, I'm not going to say that I hate the ball hit a bitch in the corner, but I dislike them. Because I know in the Bible you're not supposed to say you hate nobody. But I strongly, 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 strongly hate the ball hit a bitch in the corner. I do. Him in the mud. And some other people too that I ain't gonna name right now. Just saying. All right, guys. So let's get this paperwork out here. Let me share my screen with you. Let's see. There we go. All right. In the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama, Melanie Shari Holt is the plaintiff. Ball hit a bitch in the corner. Martell LeVar Holt is the defendant. Okay, I was trying to put me a little martyr mark on here. But anyway. Okay, this matter came before the court on the 15th day of October 2025 on the plaintiff's verified petition for rule. This is for modification filed by the plaintiff, Melanie Shari Rogers, by and through her attorney of record, Kirsty M. Matthews, and on the answer and counterclaim filed by the defendant, ball hit a bitch in the corner, Holt, by and through his attorney of record. Jolena G. Duck, Present for the trial was, wait a minute, let me get my glasses on here. Present for the trial was the plaintiff, Melanie Shari Rogers, with her attorney of record, Christy M. Matthews, and the guardian of light, and Valerie Craig. The defendant's attorney, uh, the defendant's attorney of record, what's her name? Jelena G. Duck was presented, but the defendant, bald-headed bitch in the corner, Hope, failed to appear. So he failed to appear, y'all. After taking evidence and testimony, one terms and upon consideration of said pleas, evidence, and testimony, the court finds that a continuance of the joint custody schedule order and the party settlement agreement dated March 21st of 2021 is not in the children's best interest. Did you hear what I said? Not in the children's best interest. So what they're saying is the other hearing that they went to for custody or child hearing was not in the best interest of the children. Okay? And further finds that it is in the best interest of the children that the joint custody order be modified as hereon set forth. It is therefore ordered, adjudged, and decreed as follows. Melanie Shari Rogers and Marta and the bald-headed bitch in the corner should be awarded joint legal custody. So it's two things, legal custody and primary custody. So Melanie Shari Rogers and Martell Hope shall be awarded joint legal custody of the minor children born to the parties, namely two within MS Hope, born, you go to date, January 28th of 2012, ML Hope, the second, so I'm assuming that's Tank, born December 19th of 2012, MS Hope, born 2/7 of 2016, and MS Hope, 12/19 of 2019, with Melanie Shari Rogers, be awarded the sole physical custody of the minor children, and Martell Hope be awarded secondary custodial rights as set out in the Pacific and the court standard visitation. Physical custody schedule attached, Exhibit A. The court standard parenting clause attached as well. So we're going to go down. Child relationship protection. It is further ordered that the provision of child custody in this decree constitute a custody decree or custody determination under the Alabama and enrichment of the Uniform Children Custody here. So the minor children right here who were born, we know who these are: Mariah, Malaysia, I'm sorry, right here, Martell Jr., which is Tank, okay? Milani. So these are the children. The plaintiff, Melanie Shari Rogers, shall be responsible for the guardian unlighting the sum of $1,540. $1,504 is due to the guardian litem, Valerie Craig, and she'll be paid within 30 days from the date of this order. The party shall continue to use My Family Wizard to communicate with each other. There is no award of child support, as no information was provided during the hearing regarding income of either party. All other relief is hereby denied. So Melanie has to pay the guardian litem. He don't have to pay for that. They have to communicate through the Child Wizarding app. And what else? Now, I I think Melanie can go back and get child support. The only reason that she couldn't get it now, I don't think she asked for it. I don't think she, had her income or what have you. But she can always go back at a later time, in my personal opinion, allegedly, and ask for child support. Because Melanie has sole custody of them. Martell, on the other hand, he's a secondary. So the secondary parent, like major decisions, like if they have to go to the hospital, the dentist, or if they need to have surgery done, Melanie would have to consult with him about that. Because he no longer has, he no longer has 50 custody. That's gone. That is gone. This bald-headed bitch in the corner did not even show up for court. But this man loved his kids so much. What type of man would not come to court to fight for his kids? What type of man would put a job in front of their kids? All he had to do was come to Huntsvill for the court date and then fly back out to California, wherever the fuck he was at. So this right here tells you that he don't care. I told y'all he'd been trying to lose custody of these kids, but he could not do it the other way. Like he could have just said, well, I don't want full custody of the kids. He couldn't do it that way because out here in the atmosphere, he's been portrayed as a good dad, a good man, Savannah. So this was his way of putting it on to Melanie. So he can say, oh, I didn't give up custody to my kids. Mel did this. She went to court and she knew I had to work. And the judge filed in her favor. This is the way he wanted to do it. So he do not look bad out here in these streets. He probably happy because he didn't have to do it. So he don't look bad and say, people won't be saying that he gave up custody of his kids. So this way, the blame once again could be on Mel. But he don't take no responsibility, none, by making his kids a damn priority. Do you know any other man would have flew back here and went to that court date and then flew back to where he had to go for work? But him, it's all smoke and mirrors, all smoke and glass. He don't care about these kids. This was just something to get at Melanie with. That's all. Let me see here. Let's see here. Okay, both parents shall notify with other parent when they are traveling out of the town. This is what it's saying. State during their periods of custody with the minor children to allow the other parent the right of first refusal. All other provisions of this court's previous order, not specified, modified, hereon shall remain in full force and effective. The mother's address shall be considered the primary address for school enrollment purposes. Cost tax as paid. Done this 20th day of October of 2025. This is the judge right here, Allison S. Austin. Who else we got up here? So, custody schedule for the children. One second here. Parents are allowed to vary from the court order custody scheduled by mutual agreement. In fact, the court hopes that parents will be flexible in dealings regarding a child. However, if parents are not both in agreement, the following custody schedule is to be followed. Failure to do so can subject a party to sanctions for contempt of court. Well, why did y'all find the bald-headed bitch in the corner in contempt of court? Y'all told him he had to come to court. He didn't come. Is he going to be held in contempt? Neither parent has a duty to wait for the other parent for an exchange for more than 45 minutes after the designated start of the parenting time. If a parent does not desire to exercise his or her parenting time awarded hereon, he or she shall give 48 hours notice to the other parent. So, but we know bald-headed bitch in the corner good for this. If he don't want the kids when he's supposed to have them on a week, what do he do? They stay with Melanie. So they're saying here that if he don't want to take his time with the kids, that's okay. They saying that he doesn't have to exercise his parenting time awarded to him. So he gonna take good advantage of this. So if he don't want his parenting time, he has to give 48-hour notice to Melanie. Now let that sink in, baby. I bet you that mutt over there dancing in the rain out there, because now the kids don't have to be with him every other week. She is happy. That mutt over there is happy. She happy. So he can just be with Miles Morales and Spider-Man. This is a sick ass man right here. I'm convinced that he was on the slow bus licking on the mirror on the fucking window. I'm convinced. So unless as otherwise set out hereon, all visitation will be accomplished by the non-custodial parent picking up the children at the residence of the custodial parent or school. A visitation begins at the end of the school day or such other reasonable place as the parties may mutually agree at the times provided for each period of visitation. The custodial parent should pick up the children at the end of the non-custodial parent's period of visitation at the residence of the non-custodial parent or school if the visitation period ends at the start of the school day, or such other reasonable places as the parties may mutually agree. Both parties shall share their residential address with the other unless level of court is sought. Visitation is not, however, to be interrupted while such request is pending, and the exchange of the children shall occur at a place mutual agreed by the parties or distance from the party's residence. If agreement cannot be reached, visitation rights shall be allowed to the other parties in lieu of a child being cared for on and overnight biased by any person other than a parent or the parent's spouse. However, a child spending occasional nights with a grandparent shall not be considered a violation of the provision. Weekends. One second, y'all. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I see y'all got some questions. Let me see what y'all saying. So with the visitation, right? usually with Melanie, because y'all know that the bald headed bitch in the corner does not come to Melanie's house at all. Okay, so they do exchanges. I guess they can do it at the school. So, for instance, if this week is Melanie' turn to keep the keep the kids right, he could say that he don't want to get the kids right now, and vice versa. But y'all know Melanie is not going to do that, right? She not going to do that. So with this visitation right here, it's going to be on a weekend basis. The weekend. So instead of instead of the bald headed bitch in the corner having the kids 1 week on, one off, that's not gonna happen no more. That it's not happening no more. It's not gonna happen anymore. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see what y'all saying. That's what it's been all about all this time. Because if y'all go back to when this custody thing first started, remember he was trying to threaten Melanie that he was going to go to court and ask for full custody of the kids, right? He didn't think this was going to go that far. He originally just wanted to be able to see the kids anytime he wanted to, come to Mel house anytime he wanted to and see the kids. And Mel wasn't happy. Then he started getting jealous about Melody, being able to get all these different jobs and make money. So he didn't like that at all. So in his mind, he was like, well, if I can get full custody of all four of the kids, and by her having all these jobs and acting and singing and selling her product, I'll get a lot of money from child support. That's what he's thinking in his head. If he could get just full custody. So he was going to try to live off the kids' child support. That's what he was going to do. But it didn't work out for him that way. So when the judge told him, even if I were to give you full custody, you would not be able to get child support. The bald headed bitch in the corner said, why? The judge said, because I said so. When you have the kids, you take care of them. And when Melody has the kids, she take care of them. Oh, he was sick with that. He was sick. He was sick. He was sick with that. He didn't like that at all. So since he could not get the child support, he been doing shit so he can lose custody of the kids. But he did not want it on his account. He wanted it on Melanie's account. So now, when somebody say you lost custody of your kids, he's gonna say, well, Melanie wouldn't let me do the continuous. She knew I had to work. So the blame falls on Melanie. That's what the blame doing. And these pick Mishas, yeah, he was trying to be a good dad. That's exactly what they're gonna say. But Melanie took him to court and then went to court when he had to work. This is what the pick Mishas are saying. Now, if you are a grown ass man, you knew back in June you had a court date on October the 15th. Then your boss say, well, hey, you have to go out of town for this reunion and then for a holiday special. You, a good parent, would say, well, I got to go to court for my kids. Can we work around this? Can I just go to the court date? Then I'll catch a plane back? If you were this good ass dad, they try to portray you to be, which we know you're not. We know you a BAN. We know you're part of the broke risk club. We all know that. Now, some people say, well, he can go and appeal it. But see, this is the thing. You could have showed up at court and pleaded your case. Now, I'm happy he didn't come. If you really want to be honest, I'm happy the ball hit a bitch in the corner and didn't come. So the kids are not going spending 1 week here, 1 week there. That's hard on a child. That's hard. As a child, would you want to be okay? 1 week I'm gonna stay here at my mom's house. The next week I got to go over here to my dad's house. Who wants to do that? What child wants to do that? Just saying, just saying. Don't nobody want to do that, y'all. Even as an adult, I wouldn't want to do it. And just imagine how on what the strain this is on the children. We don't even know if this man even has a place to stay. Can somebody say allegedly he lived with Marlene in the 2 goddamn bedroom, and then he can't go over there to that house that the mutt got because he can't spend the night with nobody. So if he try to go over there to that house, he got to bring the kids with him, and that's considered spending the night. And they can't do that unless they marry. Just saying. Just saying. All right, guys. When I come back, I'm gonna try to find my other damn glasses. I can't see nothing, y'all. When I come back, I'll be back in a second. I didn't think that Bella was gonna call me this soon, but I will be back in a minute. Give me about 45 minutes, and I'll be back. I just gotta go get Bella from the movies, y'all. But I will be back. Okay? Give me like 45 minutes. Because if I knew she was gonna call this soon, I wouldn't have went live. But can't do nothing about it now. I will be back in 45 minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna have a cup water so I can really get into these court papers about the ball hit a bitch in the mud and about these fucking pick niches over here in this fucking YouTube channel. So when I come back, I'm gonna have my damn cup water because I'm heated now. So when I come back in 45 minutes, keep your notifications on. I will be right back. Okay? I got to go get Bella. But they be calling fucking CPS on me. But I got to go get Bella. So I will be back, y'all. All right. Bye-bye for now. I'll be back in 45 minutes.